This week, I pound, cut, mold, and forge copper into a cross. But first, friends, if you've been here before and watched this channel yet haven't subscribed, I would just be so honored if you would click that subscribe button. It is the one thing that helps this channel grow the most. Thanks, friends, and if you have any questions or concerns, thoughts, just leave a message in the comments. I do try to respond to all of them that I get. Let's get started. Alright friends, welcome back to Jason's Design Shop, where this week I'm going to try to put some copper in this cross mold, getting ready to use gold for a friend who wants a gold necklace made with this crucible cross mold he gave me. It's not a crucible, sorry, it's a cross mold, and I want to practice with about the same temperature, 1900 degrees, this copper. So the problem is when you melt gold and pour it into these things and use my huge crucible, I'm gonna have some left over in the crucible, and we don't want anything left. We want the entire amount going in there, no scrap pieces. Another issue is filings or cuttings and all that. We don't want to lose any gold, it's too expensive. So my thought here, and we're going to try to practice with this one, is we're going to cut this into pieces, put it in here, drop the mold down into it's made of the same graphite as my crucible. So fire it up and let it just melt in there and go flat. Turn it off, let it cool down, pop it out. So got this piece, this thing, here we go. So we want to go all the way out to there, huh? Oh, that's a lot of vibrating. Go too thick for this. Now we can get that one more full, would sure be nice. Well, that ought to help, being it's the 3rd of January out here, below freezing outside, no heat in the garage. Now we got it. All right. Woo. Not too bad. Hopefully that will be our long piece. Perfect. Oh wow, perfect. All right, now I need 2 shorties to go in there. See if that's gonna be the right size. Yeah. Ta-da. Let's see here. Ooh, it's hot, hot, hot. Look at that. Now let's just melt that in there. Hopefully it all falls down inside. We'll have very little cleanup, and it'll just fall and pop right out. Let's give it a shot down there in the bottom of the forge where it's hot. It should be much quicker too. Right, to help it not stick, because this thing has not been heated up with a little bit of borax in there to keep it from sticking. We're gonna just put it underneath it, create a little layer under there, so hopefully it won't stick. All right, let's get that into the kiln, get it melting. All right, I have not seen a video of anybody melting the metal right there in the kiln without using the crucible and pouring it in. Did all kinds of searches, all kinds of word searches, it didn't come up. So we're gonna find out if this is something you shouldn't do, because it'll like fuse together or something crazy like that. Well, we'll ruin it if that happens, but hopefully it doesn't, and we'll be able to get it out there and pop it out once it cools a little bit. So I just thought of an issue, that you want that to be flat, right? Oops, sorry. So I want that to be flat, and it's a little off there because it could run out the end of the mold. Pretty close there. Okay, now you can see I got it level. That way and that way as well. So hopefully it won't run out. Let's take this mold now, set it down in there, and it will barely fit. Okay. Test number 1. Copper in a mold. Actually, I want to start it open, heat it up slowly. I'm dying. We're almost to 1,000. 1,200. Gonna melt aluminum now. 1751, we're getting close. Copper melts at 1981. 1,981 degrees. 1853. We are so close. I turned it up a little bit. It's still not really slumping down in there. 1770. Can't even see it anymore. There it is. It's getting hot. It's finally melting. The top of the cross is the hottest. It says it's 2080. Look at that, the bottom has gotten hard and it's slowly solidifying the surface as it goes up. There it goes around the edge. It's going in. Cool. But it looks like I actually need more metal in there to finish filling it. So let's see if we can drop some more metal in there and turn it back up. Right, so I cut a little short piece off of that original and added it to there because it was not reaching the end of the cross and the top of the cross. Hopefully it's not running out the bottom of the cross and dribbling out the top because it's not perfectly level or something like that. So I cut a short piece about this long. It looked like that'd be enough to finish filling the cross, and we dropped it on top so we can see when it melts and falls down into the rest. And it's like 1400 degrees in all that process, so it's back up to 19. So once it's white hot, it's actually burning, boiling. So we don't need to sit there and let it go a little bit longer. I think once it reaches there and drops down, we know it's melted. Okay, with it turned off, oh, there it's running out. Interesting tension was created where it was pulling away from the cross, the ends. It wouldn't go out to the ends. And I saw it there, it looks like it's still not to the end there. But I think it's slowly running out as it cools. Hopefully it goes all the way out before it solidifies. I like how the ends are rounded even though it's in a square. See that? The ends are rounded even though it's in a square mold. But that piece we added seemed to be doing the trick. There it is. Now we just hope it'll cool down and pop out of there. Let me catch it solidifying. That was cool. Bubbles coming out of the middle like it's boiling or something. Red hot. And we take it out, and to my worst fear, it seems to be coming true. It doesn't want to come out of the mold. Come on, baby. Well, just put it in the water and see what happens. Pinkish. Cool. Well, we can do one of those that way with the gold. But it's a sacrificial mold. I don't need to have it in there as long as I did. It was in there too long. Once it's bright white and shiny, then I know it's melted. I was worried that the inside wasn't. Looks like we got that bubble hole. I made a bubble hole there and it solidified. Good, it's not hot. That's what we were afraid of. It was gonna... Oh, it did pop out. Yay! So when it cooled, maybe it shrinks a little bit. It comes out. Look at that. Oh, the bottom side you think would be nice and pretty. There's some grit in there. Huh. And it's pretty beat up. There's where that air bubble's coming from too. Big air bubble in there. But we did it. Pretty awesome. I'm gonna clean it up and see what we got. Well, look at the difference of these two. To show you what happens. It totally wore it out. And where it was the hottest was right here. It wore it out the most. Direct flame contact there. Where it was on the stone in the back, it's much better. Of course, this is very smooth. In graphite, this is very rough now. And maybe that's why this came out rough. So this becomes, you know, you do it that way like for gold, because you don't want to lose any of the metal by having to cut or do anything. Then you're going to sacrifice your mold. But $20 for, you know, a bunch of gold is expensive. Alright, so we're saving this one for the gold. Let's clean this up. Better. This metal is harder than the aluminum. Let's do this part. Okay, I filed this down pretty good. I want to see if a Dremel will help sand it up a little better. Let's try that. Backside. Looks pretty good. We need to do the other end. A little fluffy. I think that is it. It's pretty cool. A little rustic there. Some nail holes. These bubbles will look good with holes on the ends. Yeah, quite a hole in the back, but not too worried about that. Alright, now it needs a hole in it to hang it somehow. Hey friends, now would be a great time to click that thumbs up or subscribe button, and I would really appreciate it. Thanks guys. Alright friends, that's it for Jason's Design Shop, where we made this copper cross inside the mold. We did a aluminum one before, and that wasn't as easy. It was a little easier, but it blobbed in, and then we had to pour some more in and cut a lot off to get it out. And then this one, we destroyed this mold. Yep, it's goner, but we got this, and we proof of concept that we could sacrifice this in order to put the gold in. Otherwise, we've got to do it in one of those little teeny pouring ones where you can pour the gold into here. I certainly cannot use this huge thing to melt a little bit of gold to make a small cross. So that's what we're learning, and stay with us, stick around, catch the next video, like it, subscribe. Later guys.